Let's see. I want to make sure I have a mic. Um, okay, I think it says you can hear me. I would love to see in some comments here if making sure you can hear me okay. I'm using a brand new streaming software, so I want to make sure we're working before we get going here. Let's see. Megan saying hi. Megan, I'm checking comments real quick here. Can everybody see and hear me okay? Sounds great. Okay. Phew. That was like my biggest fear, that someone connect right. So anyhow, welcome to my very first YouTube Live. Yep. I'm a little bit scared. Show me some love. Um, I decided that we're going to just, with the new year, venture out, try something a little bit different and new. So hopefully twice a month, that's my goal, every other Tuesday, unless something messes up that schedule, to go live rather than giving you a pre-recorded video. So if you're watching me for the very first time, or maybe this is the first video that you've come across of mine, my name is Jackie Bolhuis. My website is klompenstampers.com, and I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 27 years. Oh my gosh, that really makes me feel old saying that. I absolutely love sharing card making ideas, helping new people get started, and I am all about quick and easy cards. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And also, if you go back and you watch some of my other videos or check out my website, it's all about quick and easy card making. I myself, if it's difficult and messy and needs tons of stuff, I'm not going to make it. So that's not what I'm going to share and teach you. But remember, quick and easy does not mean it has to be a boring card. I think you can make some great looking cards that aren't, over the top. So anyhow, before we dive in, I want to introduce a very important person to me. Her name is Megan, and you will see her commenting. She is my moderator. She's been holding my hand for months now, getting me ready to give Facebook Lives a try. And she is watching the comments because these old eyes, I can't see what I'm stamping and see the computer, and the brain won't follow the comments and everything. So Megan's watching the comments, and she will reply to any questions and help you out in any way that you can. I will go back when I'm all done and read the comments, because I love to hear and read what you all have to say. Now, there will also be a corresponding blog post, and I'm sure Megan will drop the link in the comments at some point. Otherwise, you'll be able to find it in the description of the video. Over there, I will have pictures of the card I make for you today, as well as all the details and the measurements and the supplies I use and all of that. That way, as you're watching, you don't have to try to jot everything down and figure it out and remember it. So you can just use that link, go to the blog post, and you'll see everything over there. Now, today is also a super exciting day in Stampin' Up! Land, which most of you probably know, but it is January 4th, which means it is the kickoff to Sale-a-bration and the new mini catalog. It's the January for June mini catalog. So we have brand new products that I get to share with you today, and I'm super excited about them. Sale-a-bration, if you're not familiar with that, again, use the link and hop over to my website and read all about it. Basically, free item with every $50 you purchase. And we all love free, right? So that will be going on all the way till the end of February. And we're actually going to use one of the free items in our project that we do today. The best part about Sale-a-bration as well, if you decide to join Stampin' Up! And join the Klompen Stampers, and I'd love to have you, you get to select 2 free stamp sets. So for $99, you get $125 in product of whatever you want, plus 2 free stamp sets of your choice. I love to have hobby stampers or those that are looking to build a business join the Klompen Stampers. We have tons of fun, tons of stuff going on, but I don't want to talk about that today because I want to get to stamping. So what I'm going to do is, and excuse my reach when I haven't totally figured out yet how to do this without reaching in front of everything, but I have figured out 2 cameras. So I'm pretty proud of that, this non-techie person. So I want to show you the Sale-a-bration brochure first off. And the product that I'm going to use out of it today is the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper. Oh my goodness, you guys, you need this. Oh, picked up an extra piece. This paper is amazing. And there's 12 different prints. I tried to pull out 12 sheets here. There are a lot with the rainbow images on it because it coordinates with the rainbow suite of products. Check that one out. But almost every single side, sometimes both of the sides, are more generic type prints that are going to be fabulous for using in all of your card making products. So this is one of those selections that you get free with a $50 order. You pick what you want. So let's set that aside. And then here is that mini catalog. So if you don't have one of these and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you already work with, I would love to send you one. Use the link down in the description again, or the link that Megan leaves for you, and you can go over to the website and request one. Now, we're going to just get the elephant out of the room right away. I'd be rich if I even had a nickel for everybody that asked me if I designed the cover or if I designed the tulip stamp sets in here, because they scream me. They scream my business. And no, I had absolutely nothing to do with them. But I tell you what, when I saw this catalog, I screamed. I'm like, this is mine. So we're not using these products today, but they're probably my favorite, and you are going to see a lot of items with these products. As a matter of fact, those of you that are on my Stampin' Up! Team, we are using both of these bundles for our team retreat coming up in February. We're going to be making so many projects with them and tons of tutorials. So we're going to kind of play with this with my team first, and then you guys are going to see tons of ideas from me. What we're using today is probably my second favorite, and that is the Rainbow of Happiness. This stamp set is amazing with the dies and then that coordinating Sale-a-bration paper. So we're going to do a fun fold today that I want to share with you. And then I have 11, I want to say 12, but I think the one I makes not 12, different cards to show you and tell you about a tutorial that you can get if you make a purchase this month. Okay, let's throw that aside. I don't like to do a lot of chit chat. I'm the quick and easy stamper. I'm the let's just get to work. Let's make our card. I want to teach you and share with you quick and easy card making ideas. So here is our stamp set. Now for this particular card, we are only going to use a couple of the greetings out of it. But you'll see when I show you those additional cards, all these different pieces kind of used in action. So let's set that aside. You know, this table used to seem so big until I started laying everything out, and now it's so full. Okay, just a little pre-work that I did here. You will see we have Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and Polished Pink. And I just took this rainbow die that is part of this bundle, and I cut out of a piece of scrap paper a rainbow in each one of these. Now, what I did when I made all 12 of the cards, I took these rainbow pieces and I mixed them up. It is just kind of fun to, let's see, I don't know that I have to do this all for you right now, but you'll understand, I think, better as we start creating our cards. You know what? I hate doing puzzles, and I feel like this is a total puzzle. I'm sorry, I might be running off the screen a little bit here, but I wanted to just mix up all these rainbows because it really doesn't matter which way they go. What am I doing? Goodness gracious. That one's got to go there. Anyhow, you get the hint. We could sit here and play. Oh, we forgot that one. We could play with this all day, but really all I need for my card is one complete rainbow. So let's use this one, and we're going to push all these aside. Okay. That will drive me crazy. If you're a puzzle lover, that you'll probably like that. So there is our rainbow that we're going to use on our fun fold to card. So let's go ahead and grab our card base, which is Pool Party, and it is our normal 8.5 by we've got 8.5 by 5.5. And I am going to score this. Now make sure you use the scoring blade. We don't want to cut. We're going to score at, let's see here, 3 1/4. we'll get a score mark there, and then we're going to move it out here, and we're going to do 4 1/4. So we just have 2 score marks. This card, it's a fun fold. I believe they call this a bookbinding card. Oh, I did not score that right, did I? Oh, goodness. Let's try that again. I wonder if my paper was not, let me double check. I just grabbed I have a bunch of pre-cut paper. Yep, it's long enough. Okay, so we're going to score at 4. Why is that not? Okay, let me grab another piece. The magic of live video. Oh my goodness. So we're going to start out here by scoring this at 4 1/4. You know, I'm wondering if I just scored wrong. I probably did. But 4 1/4 and 3 1/4. So let's do that. You're getting the real Jackie when I go live, because on my pre-recorded videos, I would have kind of edited that out because you don't need to see that. Okay, much better. So now there is our 4 1/4. And then you can see my score line right there, because what this is going to do is bend back like so. So that makes the base of our card right there. And then we're going to take some adhesive, and I'm going to place it on the inside on this little 1-inch panel, because it's going to close up our card right there. So when you go to open it, it's only opening part way, like so. It just adds a little bit of interest to the card. Then I took a bunch of that designer series paper that I showed you, and I pre-cut these pieces. The hard part, they're so cute on both sides. I don't know which side to use. So we're going to go ahead and let's stick this one. So this is just 3/4 of an inch. And that's kind of going on that book binding like so. Let's rub that down there good. And then this piece is going to go there, but I think I'm going to do some stamping on it first, so it's nice and flat. And then our rainbow piece. See, this is where I like that side better. You could do any side on this. Now, the fun thing about this bookbinding fun fold is you could do this with any stamps, any paper. That's the other thing I'm really big on. Most of my videos and most of the things I share with you, I like to make sure that you could use different products and still use the idea that I'm sharing with you, as opposed to, you have to have exactly everything that I use. Now, obviously, if you like what I use, I would love to have you order from me. And you can just use the link that's down in the description on the website, or remember, that'll take you to pictures as well. So, okay, let's use some adhesive, and I am going to just go ahead and adhere down our rainbow pieces. Now, I do like the Tombow multi-purpose liquid adhesive. I use it for pretty much everything I do, unless I'm using dimensionals. You need to make sure you don't put too much on. But what I really like is when I'm placing these down here, I can kind of slide them around a little bit, until that adhesive sits. You got a little bit of wiggle room. And I think I use the wiggle room quite a bit. Okay, let's stick this on here. Tell you what, when I first got this rainbow set, I probably sat for an entire day making rainbows. I cut different ones, I played with different colors, and then I finally kind of settled in on using the colors that were part of that one slid on me, that were coordinated with the designer series paper. I do that quite often when I'm designing cards. Even if I don't use the designer series paper, you always know that colors that they put in a paper is going to go well together. So that actually, completely different products, you could look at that color combination and it's going to look super cool together. Okay, so let's do that. And then we're going to take a couple stamps here. There's just these little raindrops that are part of the set. And we're going to just plop a couple of raindrops. I'm stamping in Pool Party, which is the same color that was used or that this designer series paper is. So it's kind of that tone on tone look. And then let's grab our black, and we're going to take the You Make Me Happy. Now, this set has some really good greetings, but I got a special treat to share with you with some other greetings once we get this card made. Okay, You Make Me Happy. Now, again, I did some pre-work here for you because I figured you don't need to watch me die cut everything. Take your pick tool. This little pointy end, I use this all the time with dimensionals, especially those mini ones. Now I use the dies and I cut out some of the clouds. There's 4 different cloud shapes that have dies. And then if you have a hard time with these, getting the ends off, if you kind of stab them and almost do a check mark, you can real easily pop them up. So we're going to just take these clouds. And since there were 4 of them, we just cut out 4 and we'll use 4 on our card. So let's put that one. Let's see. I don't know that there's a right way or a wrong way on these, but we'll just stick them however they lay. It's a cloudy day. Actually, here in Michigan, it's a really cloudy day. We've got a snowstorm rolling in. So let's see. Okay, so there we go. You Make Me Happy and our rainbow. So there is that front panel. So now we'll put some adhesive on here. Pretty stripes on the back of this as well. Like I said, this paper is going to be awesome, not only for rainbow type cards, but just general cards. Okay, let's stick that down. Good. So there's our rainbow. Now for the inside, okay, we put paper on there. And now we've got one more piece. We're going to put this, and all these pieces, I believe they're 3 by 5 1/4. That's going to go inside. So I have a little spot that I can write a message. But again, I cheated a little bit, power of TV. And I used the same die and I cut out a rainbow from my layer. And then I am going to take a piece of the designer series paper and stick it behind the rainbow, just to add some interest on the inside. You know, I think the inside of your card should always be just as pretty as the outside. So let's see. Oh, I like this one. I like the fun color. So I just cut that designer series paper so that it's a little bit bigger than what that opening for the rainbow is, to make sure it fits under there. And then we can use our adhesive. Let's put that all the way on. So you guys liking this rainbow set in the paper? I hope you're excited about it as I am, because I love it. Ooh, that slid on me. See, this is exactly why Jackie needs to use this adhesive. Peels off. And then once it sets, it's awesome. I mean, it never comes up. So there is that. And then we'll add one more greeting on the inside. And then we're going to call this card finished. And we can look at some other ones. So you make this world a better place. So there is our first rainbow card. The first card that I'm sharing with new products out of that mini catalog. So before I show you 11 other rainbow cards, let's go ahead and I want to show you a couple other of these bookbinding cards, because this video really was all about teaching you the bookbinding fold, quick and easy fold. You know, it's not a whole lot different than a normal card, but just by, you know, gluing that flap down, it gives it some interest. So I've got a couple other ones. Now these products are actually retired, but I had to show you this card because it's one of my favorites. And I know a lot of you guys may have purchased these products. This was from the mini catalog that just ended. But I wanted to show you how, I mean, you can get as fancy or as simple as you want with this card idea. So remember, this was all about any products. Use the idea. These are new products as well. Blessings of Home might be what it's called. I can't remember all these new names. Can't remember. That blog post will have them listed though, I promise. So new designer series paper, some new stamps. This is just very soft and pretty. So there is that one. And then in Symmetry, this is a stamp set that is in the annual catalog along with this designer series paper. And I love the bright, bold, and again, great greetings that you can kind of carry all the way through your card. So this is where, you know, that bookbinding, you got stuff to actually read along the way. And then there is an envelope that I did to go with this one. I didn't make envelopes with these. I completely forgot as I was getting ready, but I always try to make an envelope at the same time I'm making my card, because we don't want naked envelopes going through the mail. Make that look pretty as well when they get it. Okay, let's set these aside. Now, I told you I had 11. Oh, let's see. Oh, we just got to reach here. No, we'll keep that camera. 11 other card ideas to share with you using this rainbow of happiness. Now, I do have a tutorial for all 12 of them. And this is something I do almost every month. I feature a new tutorial collection. It features a suite of products. And so this is all step by step for 12 different cards. The one that I made, oops, there it is. The one that I made today is part of this tutorial. Or again, remember the blog has all the measurements. So if you don't, we're throwing things here. If you don't want the tutorial, you can certainly grab this idea off the website. But if you want ideas, lots of ideas for the rainbow one. If you place a $50 order by January 10th, I have to think on these dates, and you use my special tutorial host code, I will send you this tutorial for free. So details again on the website. Otherwise, Megan will drop that link as well, or that host code. I also have this tutorial for sale. So if you'd like to just purchase the tutorial, it's in the tutorial store on my website as well. So let's go through these cards. Now, I did pull in a few other products. So you will see here, this is the stamp. So I stamped my rainbows. It's a little bit bigger than these ones that we cut out. You can kind of see the size difference. And this border, it's called the basic border dies. It's a die that's been around for a while. And I just used it to kind of cut those dies, or cut the clouds down around the rainbow, so the rainbow's coming up from it. So there is that one. I don't really have these in any particular order. Most of these all do use that Sale-a-bration paper, the free paper. So again, just stamp the rainbow. I like how sending you a rainbow of happiness, it kind of fits the arc of our rainbow. Let's see. This one, here's that same rainbow from the card that I made today. Now you'll again, remember when I first sat down and created, I cut out a whole bunch of these rainbows, mixed them up, made the puzzle work, which I didn't do very good today. And then I just sat down and I created lots of cards using the pieces. So there is that one. Now with this one, this brings in another die that is part of the die set. And you can see the big rainbow. Now this doesn't give you that full arc. It is intended to come off the piece like that. And I don't know if the camera picks it up or not, but I cut the rainbow out of the white, and then I inset all of these pieces so that this is flat. And it gives it kind of a cool look there. You certainly could pop them up with dimensionals as well, but I liked that look. Okay, then this next set, when I first looked at this stamp set, there was so many different sayings and greetings that were going through my head, that I see all the time on cards or home decor or different things. So I actually sat down and I typed out a whole bunch of greetings. Rainbows appear when you need them the most. You're my rainbow on a cloudy day. Hope your birthday is full of sunshine and rainbows. And I typed them on just a Word document. I kind of found a fun font, and then I sized them, and you can see the ones that I have rectangles, I cut out with my rectangle dies. The ones that are bigger like this is the cloud punch that coordinates with this as well. So you can punch those out. So this is included in that tutorial, because the ones that have the drawing around them, I don't know what I wanted to say, are ones I used on the cards here. And the other ones are just a whole bunch of other ones you can use anytime. So you will see here, rainbows appear when you need them the most. And there's that rectangle punch or rectangle die. Now you'll also notice these clouds. This was one of the sheets of Designer Series paper, just had a bunch of big clouds. So I took a whole sheet and I punched it out. Let's see if I can find that sheet, because I want to give you a couple of, right there, a couple of tips. So I, kind of use my scissors to cut them apart a little bit, and you can see all the full clouds. But all of these that you see on my cards that are kind of hanging off, I use the punch, and like I would cut this one with the punch. I'll cut this one. Let's see. I think they're all different. That one's not on there. But so these partial clouds were real nice to be able to just use coming off the edges. So you can cut, punch out every single one of those clouds, or use the scissors and cut them out. Another one of our custom greetings. Hope your birthday is full of sunshine and rainbows. Here we want a little cloud happy, a combination of the clouds from the designer series paper, and then you are the rainbow in my clouds. So I just layered up a bunch of those, stamped the rainbow. There's another one. And, I think it was just fun using all the different rainbows, the different clouds, that the combination of the punch and so forth. Okay. This one, I said I'm the quick and easy stamper, and I like to make things with minimal supplies. Well, these next two cards, I did kind of go a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I couldn't help myself. I was having so much fun. I pulled in the Sharing Sunshine stamp set. I was like, I need a sun to go with my rainbow. And this was before I had my rainbow, the punch, or the cloud punch, I'm sorry. So I did pull in, there's a couple other dies. These bigger clouds were from Give It a Whirl, I believe. And then here's that border again. So I guess the lesson that I kind of want to share with you, sometimes we get so stuck in the fact that one stamp set, one die set, use that to make things. But a lot of times there's several products that coordinate together. And if you've been stamping for a while, and if you're an avid crafter, you probably have a lot of things that you can combine, especially when new products come out. So there is that one. And then this one, I did the same thing. I had to just put that sun in there. So I had fun stamping the sun on that. And this must be card number 12. For this one, I pulled in a different greeting that I know a lot of you have. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. I thought it just really kind of went with our rainbow theme. And there's that border die again. So there you go. 12 different cards all using that rainbow. Let me see. What else do I have on my table? I feel like I had everything spread all over. You know what? We're going to switch this over. So I think that's all I have to share with you today. My very first YouTube Live. I think I did it. I hope you enjoyed the bookbinding project. Remember, that is something that you can make with any stamps, any supplies that you have. Link is in the video description. You can go over to my website. You'll see all the supplies I used, all your cutting measurements. I hope you give that fun fold a try. And if you love the rainbows as much as I love the rainbows, make sure you check out my tutorial. You can either purchase it in my tutorial store, or you can get it free if you make an order with me using my special host code by January 10th. And quickly, before we go, just a reminder, the Creative 8 retreat is coming up. If you love lots of stamping ideas that are what I like to call generic in nature, that's what this bookbinding card is. It's generic in nature because you can use any stamp supplies and that you have. Come join us at the Creative 8 retreat. It is a fun-filled full day of, I think we'll have 9 different stamping presentations. They all get tutorials to go with them, along with a bunch of bonus projects. So it is, I think, our 8th quarterly retreat that the Creative 8 team, myself, and 3 of my dearest friends put on virtual. We would love to have you. So leave us a comment if you'd like more information. Otherwise, that's over on the website too. I feel like I keep saying, go to the website. So we're going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed my project. Thank you for tuning in live, something different for me. And like I said, hopefully in 2 weeks, I will be back doing a live again. Otherwise, I typically post a new project, a new video on Tuesdays and Fridays. So check those out if you're looking for quick and easy card ideas. So let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anything we can help you with. Send us an email, leave us a comment, and we'll be stamping again with you real soon. Have a stamp happy day, guys.